students, welcome to English class. With me, this is Agus Setiawati. It's really nice to have a chance to teach you through this video. May all of you are in good condition, healthy and safe to follow our lesson today. Well students, before starting our lesson, I think you need to do warming up activity. Please take a look into the pictures. Are you familiar with these photographs? Can you mention the name of the places? Students, let's identify the name of the places. Mari kita kenali dulu nama-nama dari tempat yang ada dalam gambar. Picture number 1. The name of the place in picture number 1 is Prambanan Temple. Gambar nomor 1 adalah gambar dari Candi Prambanan. Picture number 2 is Menjangan Island. Gambar nomor 2 adalah gambar dari Pulau Menjangan. Well, students, I want to ask you, what comes in your mind when you see these pictures? Apa yang muncul dalam pikiran kalian saat melihat gambar-gambar ini? Jawabannya pasti tentang objek wisata dan bangunan bersejarah. Baik, jika kita kaitkan gambar-gambar objek wisata ini dengan teks atau bacaan, what types of the text which describes a particular place, things, animal, or a person? Do you know the answers? Ya, betul. Jawabannya adalah descriptive text. I have posted 2 files in Google Classroom. The first file is a video about Prambanan Temple, and the second file is the recording of descriptions about Menjangan Island. Dalam Google Classroom, saya sudah mengirimkan 2 file. File yang pertama adalah video tentang Candi Prambanan, dan file yang kedua adalah rekaman yang berisikan deskripsi sebuah pulau yang bernama Pulau Menjangan. Kalian bisa cek sendiri, ditonton videonya, dan didengarkan rekamannya. Melalui video pembelajaran ini, ada 3 hal yang harus kalian cermati sebagai tujuan pembelajaran. Yang pertama, kalian mampu untuk mengaitkan konten atau isi dari video yang sudah kalian tonton tentang Candi Prambanan dengan struktur teks dari teks deskriptif. Yang kedua, kalian mampu untuk merinci karakteristik fisik dari Candi Prambanan. Dan yang ketiga, kalian mampu untuk merangkum deskripsi dari Pulau Menjangan dengan kata-kata sendiri sesuai dengan rekaman yang sudah kalian dengarkan. Baik, setelah menonton video tentang deskripsi Candi Prambanan, apa kalian tahu informasi apa saja yang terdapat dalam video tersebut? You may find difficulty in understanding the content, right? Jadi, untuk memudahkan kalian dalam memahami isi dari deskripsi Candi Prambanan tersebut, silahkan urutkan paragraf-paragraf berikut ini sesuai dengan deskripsi yang kalian dengarkan dari video tentang deskripsi Candi Prambanan. Okay students, have you finished with the arrangement of the paragraph? There are 7 paragraphs on the screen, and the right arrangement is like this. Baik, setelah kalian mengetahui informasi atau deskripsi dari Candi Prambanan, kalian dapat berupa urutan nomor dari paragraf tersebut pada LKPD yang sudah kalian dapatkan. Kemudian, kalian dapat melakukan analisis atau mengaitkan konten atau isi dari video tersebut berdasarkan generic structure atau struktur teks dari teks deskriptif. Do you know the generic structure of descriptive text? Apa kalian tahu struktur teks deskriptif? Dalam teks deskriptif terdapat dua struktur. Yang pertama adalah identification dan yang kedua adalah description. Well, in identification, it contains the introduction of the tourism object in general. Meanwhile, in description, it contains the description of the tourism object by stating its features, form, or anything related to the place. Baik, setelah mengetahui generic structure dari descriptive text, kalian bisa mulai menganalisis deskripsi Candi Prambanan berdasarkan struktur teks deskriptif dan silakan mengerjakan pada link Google Form yang sudah tersedia. After generic structure, there are some things that you have to know about descriptive text. Setelah mengetahui tentang generic structure dari descriptive text, ada dua hal lagi yang harus kalian ketahui tentang teks ini, yaitu language features dan yang kedua adalah social function. Language features of descriptive text, it uses present tense, and then it uses specific object to be described, and it uses adverb, adjective, and also noun phrase. Well, the social functions of descriptive text is to describe a particular place by stating its characteristic, so the reader will get clear information about the place and how the place looks like. Baik, mari kita lanjutkan pada kegiatan yang kedua, yaitu merinci karakteristik fisik dari Candi Prambanan. After analyzing the generic structure, I'm sure that you already get information about Prambanan Temple. Dan selanjutnya, silakan kalian menuliskan 5 karakteristik fisik dari Candi Prambanan. Silakan tulis jawaban kalian pada link Google Form yang sudah tersedia. Dan jangan lupa, saat merinci karakteristik dari Candi Prambanan, kalian harus memperhatikan unsur-unsur kebahasaan dari teks deskriptif. Well students, let's continue to the third learning objective. Sekarang, kegiatan kalian adalah merangkum deskripsi dari Pulau Menjangan yang sudah kalian dengarkan pada recording dalam Google Classroom. Dalam merangkum deskripsi Pulau Menjangan, kalian juga perlu memperhatikan struktur teks dan unsur kebahasaan dari teks deskriptif yang akan kalian susun ke dalam bentuk rangkuman, dan rangkuman tersebut bisa berbentuk sebuah paragraf. Dan silakan kerjakan pada link Google Form yang sudah tersedia. Well students, I think I have delivered to you our activities in the first meeting. Semoga kalian dapat mengikuti kegiatan pembelajaran ini dengan baik, dengan memanfaatkan media pembelajaran dan alat evaluasi yang sudah tersedia untuk mengukur kemampuan kalian dalam memahami descriptive text, terutama dalam generic structure, social function, dan language features dari descriptive text. Well, I think this is the end of our lesson. Thank you very much for your attention, and keep on your spirit to learn. Stay healthy and stay safe. See you in another English lesson video. Goodbye! Prambanan Temple. Prambanan Temple is the largest and the most beautiful Hindu temple which ever built on Java Island. The temple was built during the Hindu kingdoms in Indonesia in the 10th century. Prambanan Temple was built by Rakai Pikatan as a rival to Borobudur and Sewu Temple located not far from Prambanan Temple. As the temple, which is very beautiful and gorgeous, the building complex of Prambanan Temple, located at 154 meters above sea level, and becomes one of many interesting tourism destinations in Yogyakarta. It is located in Prambanan village, Bokoharjo district. It is approximately 17 miles from Yogyakarta. The location is only about 100 meters from the highway of Yogya-Solo. The height of Prambanan temples is about 47 meters. It is 5 meters higher than Borobudur. The complex of Prambanan temples, shaped rectangular, consists of 4 main parts, such as the outer area, central area, and back area. The outer area, which shaped square, is 390 meters square. It does not have a single temple inside. At first, this area was surrounded by a stone fence, but now the stone fence is not there anymore. After the outer area, there is a central area which shaped rectangular with 222 meters square. In the middle of this area, there are 4 terraces. The first terrace, which is the lowest terrace, has 68 small temples. In the second terrace, there are 60 temples. In the third terrace, there are 52 temples. The highest terrace has 44 temples with the same size. However, almost all the temples in the fourth terrace are ruined because of natural disaster. Back area or inner court is the highest and the most holy place in Prambanan Temple. The court-shaped rectangular with an area of 110 meters square and height is about 1.5 meters. This area is surrounded by a stone fence. There are also temples representing 3 gods in Hindu, namely Vishnu Temple in the north, Brahma Temple on the south, and Shiva Temple in the middle. In front of each temple, there are vehicle temples representing the vehicles of gods. The vehicle temples are Garuda Temple, located in front of Vishnu Temple, Nandi Temple in front of Shiva Temple, and Swan's Temple in front of Brahma Temple. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nilu Putu Agustiawati. I'm your tour guide who will provide complete information about our destination to satisfy your curiosity. I know that all of you are very excited. So, let's begin our trip to Menjangan Island. Menjangan Island is a small island located in the west coast of Bali. The name of the island comes from groups of animals living there called menjangan or deers in English. It is a part of West Bali National Park that offers exotic view of blue sea and white sandy beach. Many people visit this island for spiritual trip as well as to explore amazing spot for diving and snorkeling. The tour management provides rented booth for the visitors to go to Menjangan Island from Celukan Bawang Harbor. It takes about 30 minutes to reach the island. While sailing on the boat, the visitor can enjoy the awesome beach view. Well, everybody, let's get into the boat and start our journey. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the condition of the sea is amazingly fresh and clear. And now, we almost arrived to our destination. When the boat almost reached the island, the colorful coral reef underwater are obviously beautiful to be seen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's enter and explore the island. The first thing which attracts visitors' attention after arriving to the island is the exotic white sand. The combination of white sand and blue seawater makes fascinating view. There are many variety of plants growing here. The vegetation is dominated by shrub. There are also a number of tall trees, which makes this island quite shady. Sometimes, a group of deer appears around the bush, but when they feel threatened by the existence of humans, they usually quickly run to hide. Today, we are very lucky to see the animal for real, although they quickly run away. Ladies and gentlemen, the temples in the island, which are commonly visited by Hindu people in Bali as a holy place to pray, are Taman Beji Temple, Pasraman Kebo Iwo, Gadis Kwan Im Temple, and Segara Giri Kencana Temple, that is actually the biggest temple in Menjangan Island, which can be seen from a distance. Before entering to the biggest temple, the visitor actually should walk through a pathway which allows us to see a well that has unique story for Balinese people. They believe that the well was made by Kebo Iwo, a powerful giant. The island is considered to be a sacred place. That's why this island became a popular spiritual destination for Hindu people in Bali. The island is also known as the location for the best wall diving in Bali. Those who dive in the Sea of Menjangan Island can enjoy the beautiful sea world with variety of coral and fish which are preserved properly by the authority. Besides diving, the visitors can also do snorkeling. There are some diving spots which offers amazing experience for diving lovers, such as Secret Bay, Eel Gardens, and Anchor Wreck. For diving and snorkeling, there are some special tour guides who are in charge to ensure safety diving and snorkeling. They will take the visitor to the diving spot and guide them in doing the activities. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have explained to you the whole information about this island. I'm really pleased to have a chance to be your tour guide in today's trip. I hope you enjoy the trip and see you in another tourism destination in Bali. Goodbye.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Okay, guys. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Oh,
You
good.
happy?
Yeah.
Happy? Masih semangat untuk belajar? Semangat ya, harus semangat walaupun we are in pandemic era. We have to keep our spirit. Stay healthy, stay safe, harus tetap sehat, tetap aman. Jadi kalian itu walaupun belajar di rumah tapi harus tetap semangat. Ya, setuju nggak? Ya, okay, welcome to my class. Yeah, I hope you guys are in amazing condition, wonderful, and also happier every day. Okay, let's pray together.
Berdoa selesai.
Okay, thank you very much. Saya absen dari awal ya. Rizky Ananda, tadi ada masih present Rizky? Ya. Tri Riantini.
Present.
Oke. Putri Purnama Santi.
Present.
Oke. Widya Astuti. Nah, sekarang kita tepuk PPK dulu. 1, 2, 3. Tepuk PPK. Religius, nasionalis, mandiri, gotong royong, integritas. PPK. Oke. Nah, ini tujuan pembelajarannya adalah kalian itu mampu untuk menentukan struktur teks dari teks deskriptif. Ya, apa struktur teksnya, kemudian apa fungsi sosialnya, dan kemudian apa saja unsur kebahasannya. Jadi apa yang kita akan pelajari sekarang? What will we learn today? Descriptive text. Nah, itu topiknya, jangan sampai lupa. Descriptive text. Ya. What is the name of the place?
Prambanan.
Oke.
Prambanan.
Ya, that's good. Candi Prambanan. Kemudian the next picture. Itu gambar apa ya? What is that?
Pura.
You know? The temple.
Pura.
Ya, that's good. The temple. Nah, kalau yang nomor 2 ini adalah Menjangan Island. Siapa tahu apa arti dari Menjangan Island? Island itu apa ya?
Oh, menjangan.
Pulau Menjangan. Very
Pulau.
good. Ya. Oke, nah sekarang what are the picture about? Tentang apa ini? Kalau gambarnya menyatakan tentang Candi Prambanan, ada yang tentang Pulau Menjangan. Kira-kira ini dikelompokkan tempatnya tempat apa?
Wisata.
Iya. In English apa tempat wisata bahasa Inggrisnya?
Destination.
Destination. Di depannya wisatanya apa bahasa Inggrisnya? Turis. Nah, sekarang gabungkan destination dengan turisnya. Turis di depan, destination di belakang. Apa jadinya?
Turis.
Ya, very good. Tourist destination artinya tempat wisata atau tujuan wisata atau tourism object juga bisa ya. Nih, tourism object. Kemudian ada historical buildingnya juga. Kalau Prambanan itu apa arti dari historical building? Siapa tahu? What is the meaning?
Tempat bersejarah.
Iya, very good. Oke, sekarang teks yang kita gunakan untuk mendeskripsikan tempat wisata, teks apa namanya? Apa? Iya, descriptive text. Get ready. Nah, sekarang dengarkan baik-baik. Kemudian kalian amati gambarnya dan berusaha dengarkan apa yang speakernya ucapkan. Okay, try to listen. Although I think that it will be hard for you to understand the meaning in bahasa Indonesia, pasti susah untuk mengerti apa artinya dalam bahasa Indonesia kan? Tapi tidak apa-apa, coba saja dulu ya.
It is located in Prambanan village, Bokoharjo district. It is approximately 17 miles from Yogyakarta.
What is the video about? Tentang apa videonya? Ya, deskripsi dari Candi Prambanan. Ya, can you tell me how is the temple?
It's
Kalau-
beautiful.
Iya, ada kata beautiful. Bagus. Berarti udah dengar ya, ada kata beautiful. Prambanan Temple is the most beautiful Hindu temple in Java.
Prambanan Temple is the largest and the most beautiful Hindu temple which ever
Bill.
on the land.
Java
The
Island.
temple has
Oke, stop. Thank you. Kalian bisa nanti lanjutkan untuk mengerjakan ini. Saya sudah saya share di grup, kalian sudah melihat kan LKPD yang saya share di sana. Yang pertama ada handout. ada bahan ajar, ya. Kemudian ada lembar kerja peserta didik, itu sudah kalian lihat kan? Waktu 5 menit dulu. 5 minutes ya, 5 minutes. Apa generic structure-nya, apa social function-nya, oke? Kemudian apa language feature-nya. Sekarang diskusikan ya.
Do you know generic structure of
Ya, apa generic structure-nya? Silakan. Ya, identification. Yang kedua apa? Yang kedua, number 2.
Description.
Iya, very good. Look at this. Ya, ada general information. Ada informasi umum tentang sebuah objek wisata. Ya. Kemudian dalam description ada apa saja dalam description itu? What do you find in description? Ada apa saja dalam description? Ini ada karakteristik tempatnya, bagaimana ciri-ciri tempatnya, ya. Lanjut sekarang. Social function, siapa tahu social functionnya?
mendeskripsikan sesuatu?
Iya, to describe something to the reader. Yes. Sekarang language features, unsur kebahasaannya apa saja? Kalau kita membuat teks deskriptif, tense yang digunakan apa? Tensesnya yang digunakan apa?
Simple present.
Ya, very good. Menggunakan simple present tense. Ya. Nah, sekarang kalian itu bisa mengerjakan ini activity 1. Sudah ada di LKPD yang saya kirimkan. Nanti kalian kerjakan di sana ya. Kalian analisis generic structure dari teks tentang Candi Prambanan itu. Judulnya apa tadi teksnya yang sudah kalian dengarkan itu? Judulnya apa? Prambanan Temple. Nah, tulis Prambanan Temple di sini. Ya. Nah, kemudian identification. Identification itu adalah informasi umum. Sedikit aja, satu kalimat aja. Ya.
Yes, sir. Yes, mom.
Oke, kemudian description-nya, kalian ringkas deskripsinya menjadi penjelasan yang lebih simple, lebih sederhana, lebih sedikit jadinya. Oke, paham?
Yes, mom.
Nah, nanti kalian buat pada Google Form ya. Nanti saya bagikan linknya. Oke. Nah, sekarang bisa nggak kalian merinci karakteristik dari dari Candi Prambanan ini?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Kemudian karena kalau kalian lihat bangunannya bagaimana? Bangunannya bagaimana kalau Candi Prambanan itu?
Very good.
Very good. Artistik, ya. Kemudian kalau dilihat dari ukurannya bagaimana tuh?
Big
Big
and long. Big and long.
tall. That's not long. Tall. High. Boleh ya. Tentukan judul deskriptif teks yang kalian akan buat. Oke, selanjutnya yang kedua, kalian itu menulis deskripsi tentang objek wisata yang sudah kalian pernah kunjungi. Gunakan generic structure-nya. Jadi ada 2 paragraf nanti. Kemudian gunakan simple present tense. Wah, misalnya ya, saya mendeskripsikan tentang Love Garden. Love Garden is a famous tourism destination in Jembrana. Itu dulu pertama. Ya, jelaskan. Love Garden is located in Yehbang Village. Let's summarize. Ayo kita simpulkan materi kita sekarang. Apa yang sudah kalian pelajari? What have you learned? Yeah, very good. Descriptive text. Is the material hard for you or is it easy for you? Kemampuan berpikir kalian udah SMA, jadi levelnya itu harus meningkat. Ya, tidak cuma menghafal, tapi harus menalar. Is it useful for you?
Tahu.
Ada nggak manfaatnya kira-kira? Bermanfaat apa tidak?
Kita
Bisa?
wisata.
Iya, bisa mendeskripsikan tempat wisata kepada orang lain. Ya, udah bagian terakhir dari pelajaran kita sekarang. Ya, Kemudian I also want to say thank you very much for you. Terima kasih banyak karena kalian sudah meluangkan waktu. Jadi tadi kita mulai pembelajarannya dengan doa. Sekarang kita tutup juga by praying too, ya.
Mengikuti pelajaran, kita berdoa sesuai dengan agama dan kepercayaan masing-masing. Berdoa mulai.
Ya, oke guys. Thank you very much. Terima kasih ya.
Very good.
Ya, thank you very much. See you. Nanti ada pertemuan lagi. Nanti saya informasikan hari Selasa ya. Kalian siap-siap aja, oke? See you on Tuesday. Ya. Keep your spirit to learn. Okay. Goodbye, guys. Bye bye.